Hey YouTube, I have an exciting package that just came in. I didn't think I was going to be able to find one of these, and I did searches after searches, and I finally found a gun store that had one. All right, let me show you what I got. Benjamin Maximus, brand new. I was able to find a brand new Benjamin Maximus, new old stock. Oh, this is pretty neat. I've been, how many messages I've had back and forth with Duke Nukem. I've been talking about low pressure PCPs, and I started researching, and I was always wanted Discovery, and I never did buy one. And then you're like, oh, they had this one. And of course, couldn't find anything. Everybody was always out of stock. And then I was able to find a brand new old stock one of these. Freaking cool. The sights seem like they're quite nice. I don't like fiber optic sights, but oh, I guess they're plastic. I thought it was metal. Maybe not as nice as I thought initially. Not digging the front sight at all. Steel breech. Looks like this thing's been sitting around for a while. Super light. Skinny, just a nice slim gun. And one of the reasons I wanted it, well, not only for the low pressure, is I thought I really liked the look of them. They kind of reminded me of like a 1903 Springfield. World War I type bolt action. Anyway, this is, and I was super happy because it's a 177, and that's exactly what I wanted. I can't believe I found exactly what I wanted. It's got a barrel band on it, and I like that freaking dragonfly I had. Anyway, let's go, and this thing looks like it doesn't have any pressure in it. Go pump it up, and I want to put a scope on it and see how it shoots. Okay guys, I moved the target in to 35 yards. Okay, so I just got done shooting 2 more targets with these pellets, and I've shot a total of 30 rounds, and it looks like I'm down to 1,000 PSI. And then it looks like you could go a little bit lower than that in the green if I wanted to. I'm gonna go shoot some more at that one target. I'll shoot 5 more shots and see where it is. I think it's supposed to be able to shoot 35 shots. Okay, I just took 5 more shots, and the gauge is now right at the yellow. So yeah, just like they said, 35 shots. Let's go see how I did. So I've not been a huge fan of PCPs, and I can tell you I'm not dreading pumping the thing up. I timed myself, and it took me like 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go from 1,000 to 2,000 PSI. All right, so flyer there, or it could have been me. And this is with the brown box premieres. Actually, my group here was better. Let me get my change out of my pocket. So, over a quarter size group at 35 yards. And then here, same. And then I'm dropping. So I'm thinking, I don't know for sure. I shot a total of 10 shots at this target. Oh man, look at that, way down there. So I think as I dropped off power, those last 5 shots might have been these. So I don't know that for sure though, but yeah, look at that. I don't know, I did clean the barrel, but where I am finding where I'm having an issue is with the trigger. Okay, let's go hook this thing up to the pump, and we'll see how long it takes. 7 pumps. Another round to 7. Well, that's not bad. That was under 3 minutes on my camera. And here we are again, fully charged. All right, so I'm getting ready to wrap this video up. I started the video last night, or started shooting video last night, and this is the second day with it. And I actually had to replace the, is it called the Foster fitting in the front? This guy up here. I actually pulled it out of my, just the nipple part. I actually pulled it off my Benjamin Marauder pistol, because the one that came stock in this, the O-ring was torn. Anyway, the second time I went to pump it up, it leaked air and it wouldn't hold air. So I fixed that this afternoon. So anyway, so that was a bummer. But anyway, so I'm gonna shoot 35 yards. I've got the 4 silhouettes set up, the different types. See how I do. I'm using it like these, so I'm gonna continue using the Crosman brown box. Wow, that was a smack, wasn't it? So this is full power I'm shooting at. Just finished pumping it up. That was the piggy. I missed. I'm gonna go for the turkey. And I missed. Got him. And let's try go for the chicken. 35 yards. Miss. Oh man, that really walloped him. I'm kind of curious, when I was shooting targets, I noticed the elevation didn't really seem to change drastically. So I'm sighted in at 35 yards. Let's bring him to 20 and see what happens. I'm kind of curious. Okay, now let's try shooting at 20 yards. So I'm closer up, and I'm not touching anything on the scope as far as, well, anything. Let's see how the elevation works out at 20. The ram's down. Wow, it's like right on at 20 yards too, it seems like. If I can hit the chicken, that'll be the test there. I must have shot, I don't know, over him, maybe? Let's see. Alright. I aimed just a little bit lower on the chicken, because there's not a lot to him. Let's see what it does to this beer can full of water. I'm going to aim right at that emblem. It hits hard, doesn't it? I'm curious to see what it did to that beer can. And that was with the 10.5 grain Crosman Premier Brown box. I was aiming right at the emblem. Okay, looks like I hit to the upper. Looks like I hit right there, so above, so a little bit high. Now what I'm curious about doing is taking these out to 50 yards and running the same test and see what the elevation, how flat the 177 shoots. Let's try that out. Okay, I've got target set up at 50 yards. I set the can up first that's full of water, and then 3 rams, and then a pig. And the reason I did that is with my 4-power scope, I think it's going to be really difficult to hit the chicken. And the grass is really tall, and I already lost 1 chicken, so gotta mow my lawn and find the chicken. But let's see how this thing does. I'm not, elevation hasn't been changed on the scope yet. I don't plan on doing it. I'm curious how well it'll. I'm curious to see how flat the thing will shoot. I don't have any mil dots or anything in this scope. It's really basic. All I can do is adjust the focus up here and then back here in the reticle. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Oh, how am I doing on power? So it looks like I'm at 1500 PSI. So I'm right in the middle of what I have for power. All right, next thing's the RAM. Oh, I didn't hold over or anything. I just set the crosshairs on it. Let's see if that holds true for the next one. All right. Good deal. Now, this is pretty neat. Ah, dang it. Dang. Doing so good there for 3 of them. All right. No, I didn't do anything fancy there either. Just held it on. Okay, now the pig is not as big. Let's see how I do. Yeah, that pig looks really small in this 4-power scope. I need the perfect pellet. Dang. Yeah, I don't know. You know, these things are flying way faster. Well, I guess the power of the scope too. I can't tell how they're flying. So that the pig, I had to aim just a little bit, hold over, I held the crosshairs basically right at the edge of his back, and I was able to hit him. All right, and let's try for that. Let's see if I can knock the end of that can off. Oh, it still has water in it. It's holding on. I gotta get him off my sawhorse. Well, it'll be ventilated by the time we're done here. Must have water line right in the bottom. Well, this is pretty neat. Even though I was shooting, there's where I hit when it was standing up, and then of course I was shooting. Yeah, I don't think it was that. Oh wait. It's all blown out there. I must have hit right on the label, and then shooting when it was on its side, it must have. Anyhow, all that matters is I was able to hit my targets. Okay, well, to wrap this video up, overall, what are my thoughts on this gun? You know, it's no longer available. I had to really search to find one to buy new old stock. Looks like I'm just about ready to have to recharge again. So you're getting what, like 35 shots out of it. And that's actually it hasn't really caused me much concern with the way I've been shooting. That's a full thing of targets for me, shooting five shots each. And then what I am noticing is I'm enjoying the shooting. I don't have shot countdown anxiety like I do with my Marauder. I just pumping to 3,000 is a real drag. I don't like it. This is the pump I'm using, FX Air Guns, and I don't know if they still make that pump or not. I'm sure they make a newer version of it because that one's 13 years old. But yeah, overall, it's been nice. There'll be more videos on this gun. One thing I noticed is it's not, when you have the sling, it's like the sling should have been up here. It's not well balanced when you have it on your shoulder. There's so much, the gun's front heavy. So it just, I haven't noticed anybody mention that in a video. It doesn't carry very nicely The stock sounds hollow, and I'm wondering if this could pop off, and if there's like a hollow shell in there that maybe you could put some stuff in. And the gun's super nice and light, but it would help balance it out. So maybe you carry some extra pellets in there or something. I don't know, but it'd be nice if the gun was better balanced. Or if you have your sling on it, you could just carry it barrel down. That's another way. Scope. This is that Tasco 4x32. And I didn't really want to put a monster scope on it, but I do think I want to put a higher power scope on for the range I'm shooting, because shooting at 50 yards at really small things, like these chickens, it's a bit of a challenge. Well, it is challenging. It's not a bit. It is. It's difficult for me to do with the 4-power scope. I'd like to have more magnification. But anyway, yeah, overall, I'm glad I bought it. So far, I don't have any regrets. It was a bummer about the Foster fitting. And I actually have that apart right now, and I just need an O-ring and put it back together. It's super simple. There's stuff on the internet you guys can look, and really easy to fix, but I didn't have an O-ring, so I just took it out of my Marauder pistol to make that work. Okay, guys, I want to end this video. There'll be more on this gun. I'm enjoying shooting PCPs. So that's all for now, and thanks for watching.